an F-bomb, they killed somebody. Which one of those is more inflammatory? I'm going with the killing somebody. More red light cameras going up across our city. The DOT today, cameras are coming to 50 new intersections every week over the next 5 weeks. And the most 600 intersections have them because that's all the previous law allowed. DOT Commissioner Mike Flynn says he plans to reduce red light running by 73% in spots they've already installed. Then, Transportation Alternatives Executive Director Ben Furness is pleased with Mamdani administration's early work on pedestrian safety improvements.
Following the Adams administration, we'd only seen about 1% of the city's intersections covered by red light cameras, but they're going to be able to scale up in a very exciting way.
Only this red light camera expansion expected to be completed by the end of the year. On Long Island, a woman was threatening to jump off a bridge, but using a large training mat, fire department members were able to save her.
The jump mat is about 15 feet wide and weighs 250 pounds.
Hi everyone.
Members of the Bayshore Fire Department, including
Thank you
Joseph
for
Martino,
watching
were quickly
the
moving
live.
this mat underneath a bridge as a woman jumped off.
With only a couple minutes after arrival, we saw her begin to step off the bridge. We rapidly moved the
They
bag
should
back
make
into
a
the
better
deployment stage.
YouTuber
She landed on the
video.
bag.
Thank you.
Polito says she was not seriously hurt.
She jumped off. It was like time froze for a second, and then next thing you know, she landed in our
It's
bed.
a
The department
15
just received the
Nasway.
mat
Where are you
last
from?
year, and it has been used in training exercises. Sophia Hall, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM on Long Island.
52 degrees and cloudy. The real feels 45. We're going down to 43 in Midtown. Now, Bloomberg Money Watch. Today's December jobs report showed an anemic 50,000 jobs added in the final month of last year. Healthcare, social assistance, restaurants and bars added the most new workers. But the unemployment rate fell back down to 4.4% after the end of that record-long government shutdown. And with no decision today from the Supreme Court on the constitutionality of the Trump tariffs, putting those worries on the back burner for now, Wall Street soared. The Dow up 238 points to a new all-time high. The Nasdaq added 191, and the S&P was up 45, also closing at a fresh record high. I'm Tom Busby. Bloomberg Money Watch on 1010 Winds at 92.3 FM. Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right
I
person
think
comes
you
along.
are.
Which is why you should
Hi.
try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. It's a needle in the haystack.
Citywide, 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com.
I can see their license plate. Why you need the license plate number?
1010 Winds.
It's where I get my news.
I gotta know what's happening in my city.
It's my only source of news.
That is illegal, man.
Have you been discriminated or retaliated against at work based on your race, gender, pregnancy, sexual orientation, disability, medical leave, or whistleblower status? Have you been sexually harassed by a bad boss or coworker, or been cheated out of pay or overtime wages? The law firm of Kleiman Ginsburg fight for employees like you who have been treated unfairly in the workplace and will aggressively fight to get you the compensation you deserve. If you believe you are a victim of discrimination, been sexually harassed, or have been wrongfully terminated, give Kleinman Ginsburg a call now for a free consultation. The law firm of Kleinman Ginsburg only gets paid if you get paid. Call 877-8-JOB-LAW. That's 877-8-JOB-LAW. Call the employment lawyers at Kleinman Ginsburg now at 877-8-JOB-LAW. That's 877-8-JOB-LAW. Call 877-8-JOB-LAW today. Here's a harsh fact. 40% of women and almost 20% of men suffer from varicose or spider veins. And if you think this is just a cosmetic problem, think again. Varicose or spider veins, if left untreated, can lead to swollen or discolored legs,
cramping, the inability to stand or walk, neuropathy, even worse, blood clots, which can travel to other parts of your body. But here's the good news. Advanced Medical Vein Treatment Centers offers plans that treat and cure the condition, not just cover up. Grab your phone, take down this number, and call 800-809-7989. That's 800-809-7989. Your nurse Michelle Gonzalez says,
this is about patient care. This is about caring for our community. Because we have known one thing, and the only people who care to make sure that these communities get the care that they need are nurses.
they're outraged that Montefiore, Mount Sinai, and Presbyterian, they say, aren't giving them the same benefits they won from smaller hospitals.
Every patient is a VIP as far as nurses are.
Mount Sinai, Montefiore, and Presbyterian accused the nurses' union of abandoning patients. They say a strike would be reckless. Mac Rosenberg's 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM. This is a developing story. Keep it here with us on 1010 Wins. Twin News time 831 is get you where you need to go. Here is Kelly Dillon.
We have a mess in Midtown, the southbound SCR. Stop and go from the 60s down into the teens where a crash takes out 2 lanes. Then northbound into the 1 teens. An accident here is still getting cleared up. 1 lane is out. Traffic back almost into the 70s. So head to the west side. It is moving much better. We're busy now on the inbound Gowanus right past the Prospect in Brooklyn. An accident here takes out the right lane. Westbound on the Grand Central at the Kew Gardens interchange in Queens. We have a crash now wrapping up. Still a busy ride though through that area. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Across the George now inbound the upper deck, they're letting tonight's oversized vehicles across. So the next few minutes the lower deck is better. Outbound about a 20-minute wait for the upper level. Not bad either way now at the Lincoln or Holland and in Jersey. Penalty Avenue is shut down both ways at 495 and Route 3 in North Bergen for a down utility pole across the roadway. It's been closed since the early afternoon. Kelly Dillon, 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM.
Updated check of the AccuWeather forecast with meteorologist Brian Thompson. Plenty of clouds for tonight, with occasional rain and drizzle early. Then clouds may break late tonight, a low 43. Turning out cloudy and chillier for tomorrow with rain from late morning on, and there could be some ponding on roads in the afternoon. Tomorrow's high around 44. Some rain at times early tomorrow night, otherwise remaining mostly cloudy. We'll get down to 41 for an overnight low. And Sunday, the chance for a lingering shower early across Long Island. Most of the day, though, will be dry. Clouds will break for some sun. The wind is going to pick up Sunday with a high of 46. And still a chilly breeze into Monday with a good deal of sunshine, high 41. But temperatures will climb again into Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson on New York's weather station, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM. Are we already abandoning pledges for 2026? Today was known as Quitters Day. A real thing when many resolutions simply go kaput.
New Year's resolutions aren't for everyone. Chris did make a list, but let's just say it's not going too well.
Never went to the gym.
For Jeremiah, he doesn't believe in resolutions, but partially it's because he never keeps them.
Everything in life is like really a goal, so like what's the difference of making a New Year's resolution?
Ian broke his first resolution as we caught him walking out of Dunkin' Donuts, but he's still determined to figure out the rest.
I want to do some more saving this year. Save some more money.
How have you been doing so far?
Great.
If you feel you're falling short on following your New Year's resolution, There's always time to restart and get yourself back in check. Mary Lynn Buckley, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM in Lower Manhattan.
A Forbes Health One poll survey says the average New Year's